Hi everybody, this is Carla with Cobweb Corner and welcome to another episode, mini episode from my FlossTube channel where we talk about cross stitch and my online cross stitch store. This is a FlossTube special where I am highlighting the new designs to be released by some of my favorite designers during the Needlework Expo for 2021, and that will happen on March 6th. So if you're watching this before 8 a.m. March 6th, I am taking pre-orders. So if you see something you like and would like to pre-order, the instructions for that are down below the video. Otherwise, if you're watching this after the expo has already happened, you can check our shop and see if we're carrying that particular design on a permanent basis. And that link is down below too. So the two designers this is the third expo preview video that I've done, and the two that I'm going to do in this one is Beez Folk Art and Heartstring Samplery. So I apologize if I look down below because I've got photos of the releases on my computer down here so that I can see them and describe them, and then you'll see the images up here hopefully. And I'm trying to scoot over and I keep sliding back the other way. Okay, the first one, we're going to do Beez Folk Art first. And the first one is, let's see, American Sampler House. And this one is just framed really nice. The colors are bright and patriotic. It's got the alphabet inside the house. And the way that the flag extends over to the side, I really like this. It's a simple design. You know, there's a lot of white stitching in the house, but that would go really fast. And I just think this is a cute patriotic design. She said this is American Sampler House, and she says the model was stitched on 32 count dapple by Picture This Plus using 2 strands of Weeks Dye Works Gentle Art Sampler threads and DMC cotton floss. Excuse me. The stitch count is 85 wide by 102 high, and the retail price is $12. And on Cobweb Corner, we reduced that a little bit, so that would be $10, around $10.70 for that chart. Okay, let me get to the next one. The next one is called Stars and Stripes Forever, and it's got kind of a similar flag. It's got a bluebird at the top, some kind of quilt motifs, and then the long waving flag. For Stars and Stripes Forever. And she says this model was stitched on 32 count vintage country mocha linen from Zweigart using 1 strand of Weeks Dye Works, Classic Color Works, and DMC cotton floss. The stitch count is 89 wide by 125 high, and again the suggested retail price will be $12, so it'll be about $10.70 on our website. Okay, the next one is called For Freedom, and this one's so super cute. It's got the patriotic cow with that adorable pinwheel in its mouth, and it's got just the red, white, and blue, and says for Freedom, super quick stitch. This is from the collaboration for Moo the Merrier. So many of the designers participated in a theme this year called Moo the Merrier, and this is Beez's contribution to that collaboration. She says the model was stitched on 32 count summer khaki linen from Zweigart using 2 strands of DMC and 1 strand of sulky 12 weight cotton petite threads. Stitch count's only 60 by 60. And again, the suggested retail price is $12, so it'll be $10.70 at Cobweb Corner. Next one by Beez is called Biddy Barnes. And you've got spring and summer. So you've got spring with the tulips and the light blue barn and the sheep in the door. And then you've got, I don't know what kind of flowers. Sunflowers maybe, because they're nice and tall, and the red barn, and a cow in the door of the barn. So those are, the models are stitched on 32 count light lime linen for the spring one, and 32 count white linen from Zweigart for the summer one, using 2 strands of DMC and Classic Color Works cotton floss. Stitch count for spring is 47 by 44, and the stitch count for summer is 50 by 44, and again the suggested retail price is $12. Those are super cute quick stitches. The last one by Annie Beez is Time to Bloom. This is so cute. It's Your Time to Bloom with the kind of pastel light colors and the sheep with the heart on his back. This one was stitched on 28 count serene linen by Picture This Plus, using 1 strand of DMC cotton floss over 2 linen threads. Stitch count is 75 wide by 45 high, and the suggested retail price on that is $12 too. So those are the new releases that I'm taking pre-orders for before March 6th, 2021 by Annie Beez. Next I'm going to do Heartstring Samplery, and let's see. The first one's called Springtime Pin Drum. And let me get the information on this. It's really cute. It's got the flowers on the top of the drum and then the flowers going all the way around the bottom, and it says Blossom. She says the stitch count is 178 by 62, and she says you may also want to stitch the let me start that over. You may also want to stitch the bottom and top of your pin drum. This is not included in the above stitch count. Model stitched with 1 thread over 2. R&R Reproductions 36 count old mill, and it uses Weeks Dye Works thread, and it was finished with Rick Rack trim. Lady Dots creates Grape Fizz, and the whole the retail price on that will be $10. So that'll be, I think that's $8.90 on Cobweb Corners cross stitch site. Okay, next, excuse me, by Heartstring Samplery is All Will Be Well. Super quick stitch. Oh, come on. The computer's acting up. It's got the butterflies and bees and moths, and it says All Will Be Well. And this one is going to retail for $10, so it'll be $8.90 at Cobweb Corner. And the stitch count is 107 by 90, and the model was stitched 1 thread over 2. And she used 40 count vintage sand dune by Lakeside Linens, and it uses antique black by Gloriana threads. Okay, so the next one is my Necessity, and she just does such a unique job with her samplers. Kind of at first glance they look like a traditional sampler, but then she puts some modern motifs, so you can see the row of coffee pots, like there's looks like a French press, coffee cups, and coffee pot, and it says, you're the cream in my coffee, you're the sole on my shoe, my necessity, I'd be lost without you. And this one is going to retail for $12, so it'll be $10.70 at Cobweb Corner. The stitch count is 125 by 233, and the model was stitched 1 thread over 2 using 36 count pie crust by Graham Cracker Fabrics, and it uses Weeks Dye Works molasses, and it will take 3 skeins if stitched on the 36 count 1 thread over 2. All right, last one by Heartstring Samplery is called Grounding Force, and it says cross stitch is my grounding force, and it's got the berry border, and it's got a moths and butterflies and a stitching angel, and that piece of thread is back stitch, so there's a piece of thread coming from, if you look down in the lower corner under the tree, there's a chair, and then there's a stitching frame, and then the thread goes all the way up into the angel's hand where she's holding a needle, and she also has a pair of scissors. So the cross stitch is my grounding force. That'll retail for $12, so it'll be $10.60 at Cobweb Corner, and the stitch count is 137 by 191. The model was stitched 1 thread over 2 on 36 count onyx by Weeks Dye Works. Okay, I think that's it for Annie Beez and Heartstring Samplery. I hope you saw something you like. Again, the instructions are down below, and if you're watching this after March 6, 2021, then you can check our website and see if we're carrying the designs in our shop. Thanks a lot, everybody, and happy stitching. Bye-bye.